it's time, you guys, for us to cool down. But before we do that, maybe you can allow yourself to find seated meditation for just a moment. Turn your music down a little bit and find some softer music, something that you would have like on your meditation playlist. And come back to your breath. Come back to a place of focus. Maybe even put your hand over your heart. Maybe even sit up really tall, like it matters, because it does. Maybe grab a quick sip of water, but you don't need to just yet. That serves as a distraction to the mind. Can you allow yourself to still be present here? Be present with yourself. Close your eyes. Feel the peace. Because for the last, 30 minutes or so, all you've had to think about and worry about is yoga and yourself and your breath and staying present on your mat. And what a gift that has been. Come back to your intention, your light, your peace. And you are here for it. You are here for all of it. You're showing up for yourself. You're showing up for your people. But especially for yourself right now so that you can better show up for your people. Good. Take a deep inhale breath. And an open mouth exhale just to sigh it all out. Find your mat. Find your hands and knees. And slowly make your way all the way to your belly. So let's stretch your shoulders. So extend your arms out to a T. Palms facing the earth, making sure your shoulder and your wrist are in alignment. And then we're rolling onto the right shoulder first. So just stack the right hip over the left. So you can bring that left foot or that right foot way behind. The left foot way behind. If you need to take the half bind, you can take that left hand to the small of your back. Or if you need even more, you can take the left hand to the left foot. Just making sure that you're opening up the shoulders and you're not kind of caving in. Let your shoulders be open. So let your left hand be wherever you need to be for support. Let your head be soft. The right side of your head's resting on the earth. And then we're going to switch sides. So gently engage your belly button in towards your spine. Roll into your belly. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders as you adjust your hips. Bend through the knees and windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Maybe shake and shimmy the shoulders. Extend your arms out to a T. This time bringing the right hand in and stacking the left hip over the right. Notice how my hand's cupped in front of me. My right hand can stay there for support, or I can reach it around my back, as long as it doesn't stress my neck or my face. Or I can bend through my right leg and have my right hand grab my right foot to do a quad stretch at the same time. So this is your choice, but if it's causing more stress in your body, just ease off a little bit. Let yourself relax, maybe even close your eyes, but don't stop breathing. Focus on that controlled inhale and deep exhale. There is a lot of relaxation and yumminess that happens in that exhale breath. Inhale to your baby cobra, little to no weight in your hands, kind of transitioning into our sphinx. Plant those forearms, drawing the elbows down to the hips. And then I wanted to press all the way up to my seal pose because I thought it sounded good. So let your hip bones rest on the earth. Extend your feet all the way out to the outer edges of your mat. But press into your arms, straighten your arms, and then look over right shoulder, look over left shoulder, shake your head yes and no, do what you gotta do. And then press up to your tabletop, sitting back into your child's pose. Big toes are touching, knees are widely spread apart. Grab your blocks, grab whatever you need to support yourself. Take a couple breaths there and then make your way to your downward facing dog. Inhale, lift that right leg up. And on your exhale, step into that Low crescent lunge. Hands both come to the hips and sink the hips as far forward as you can. Now listen, don't let that right knee go over the right toes. You're going to start to wiggle the right toes to the top right corner of your mat and drop both hands on the inside of that right shin. Sometimes here I like to wiggle my left toes back too, just to create a little bit more space to open up those hips. If you need more, you drop to the forearms, soften the head. If you want even more, you can keep that left knee lifted. I like to have it planted so that I can really focus on softening in my face, softening in my neck, and letting the hips do the work. Listen to the music and breathe. Then pressing onto your palms, wiggling that right foot back to center and finding half splits. So you're sitting back on that left foot, extending the right knee out or right leg out in front of you. Take an inhale as you lift the spine, and as you exhale, you start to forward fold coming from here, coming from your heart. So you're folding from the heart. And then if you can't fold from the heart anymore, or when you can't fold from the heart anymore, you round the upper thoracic and cervical spine. Sometimes I like to grab a block and have somewhere for my forehead to rest, so I just stack it on my knee. Coming back through low lunge and then making our way to half pigeon. So you wiggle the right toes over to the left wrist, drop the shin, drop the knee. One day that shin will be parallel to the top edge of your mat. If today's not that day, draw the right foot into your body to square the hips. If this posture isn't possible for you just yet, it's okay. Find a different posture. You can do this on your back. There's a way to do it. There's not a way for me to show you right now, but there is a way for you to do it, or you can just find a different hip opener for today. You could do butterfly pose or something like that. If you're in pigeon pose, be soft, be heavy, be deep in breath. Then coming back through pigeon, sit up, sit your chest nice and high and open up through the right side body, reaching the right toes back, left arm right arm forward, open up, coming back through center on your forearms, just to shake it out, shake it out. And if you want longer in these postures, good, pause it, stay in longer. Making your way back to tabletop and then pressing up to downward facing dog. We're going to do all that on the left side. So left leg lift, step it all the way through, drop the right knee. We're finding that low crescent lunge, both hands on the hips. Draw the shoulder blades to touch, lift the chest nice and high. I like to drop my chin a little bit to stretch my neck because I have some neck problems. Sink the hips forward. Good. Wiggle the left toes to the top left corner of your mat. Bring both hands on the inside of that left shin. Take an inhale breath, and on your exhale, drop to forearms. If you need more, if you don't need more, good, stay there and just breathe. Remember that whatever your posture looks like is perfect for you. My neck was hurting, so I brought my hands to my neck and I was rubbing. You can do that if you need to. If there ever is an area of your body that needs some extra love, you can always show it to your body. Or you can breathe energy, prana, into that area too. Give it some focus. But be still, be soft. Then press up into your palms. Coming into your half splits, wiggling the left foot back through center, sitting back onto the right heel with an extended left leg out in front of you. Flex the left toes up towards your face, showing you here a different version of your Hanumanasana, your half splits. This time your hips are over your knees. Both ways that I've shown you are great. They're both great. They're just different, and they feel different. So maybe try both. I personally like the first way better, sitting all the way back onto my heel. I feel like it gives me a better stretch with less tension in my neck. So this way that I'm doing it here is my less preferred method of doing this pose, but it works. Walk your hands forward to find your half pigeon on the left. Wiggle those left toes over to the right. I always keep my right hand on my right foot, or on the foot, on my left foot, and my left hand on my knee, just so that it kind of stays in place. Sometimes it tries to wiggle while I allow some of my tendons to open up first. I take an inhale breath, I lengthen, I keep my hands there, and then as I exhale, I melt forward and down, and I come to my breath. And breathing is everything here, because these postures are intense and they hurt, and there's a lot of sensation. I shouldn't say they hurt, but there's a lot of sensation, and so you need your breath more than anything. Some people stop breathing, so remember to breathe. Remember to focus your energy on those areas that are tight. Remember that you are light and you are peace. and you are here for all of it. Press up into your palms, lift your chest, and open up through the left side body, left fingertips reaching, left foot reaching. Come back through center on your forearms, wiggle it out. Finding downward facing dog, only just to step forward and find a comfortable seated position. Finding a seated posture with those legs extended out in front of you. Adjust your glutes if you need to sit on your sit bones. Adjust that flesh. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale as you forward fold over those straight legs, Paschimottanasana. Now here your knees can be as bent as you want them to be. This can be very passive, this posture, or it can be very aggressive, and both are right. If you feel like pushing your hamstrings and stretching them, then maybe you try to keep straight legs. If you just want this stretch and you're not trying to go deeper and deeper and deeper today, maybe you keep your knees really bent and you just enjoy folding over your thighs. There's no right or wrong. You can grab pillows to stack onto your thighs if you need to for support, blocks, whatever. Flex your toes up towards your face, however. And then sit nice and tall as you inhale, stack the spine, and exhale. Lower down onto your back, drawing the knees into the chest and rocking side to side. Whoa. Soften in your face, it's important. Extending your arms out to a T, gently dropping both knees over to the right. Gaze over the left shoulder, let your eyes be heavy. Deep belly breathing here. I like to sometimes interlace my legs like I'm showing you in the video, like eagle legs. I feel like it stretches more in the spine, so it is a deeper stretch. If you want to try it. But if it hurts, pinches, pulls, tugs, if there's pain, you need to come back out. Just get back in the other way. Gently bringing the knees back through center. And coming in through the other side. Drop both knees over to the left and gaze over that right arm. Allowing yourself to really start to let go of the breath and the bandha engagement and start to just relax. Starting to feel peace. Starting to connect to the music. Starting to feel gratitude. Let's come into just a baby bridge, so planting your feet hip width distance apart. My knees have kind of been hurting, and that's why you see my toes splaying out, but really they should just be pointing forward. So hip width distance apart, pointing forward. I interlaced my fingers below my back just to bring my shoulders a little bit more together. It feels yummy. And then exhale, lower down. Coming into our inversion for today's practice is just super nice and easy. A waterfall pose, bringing your hands underneath your lower back for support, and then stamping the bottoms of your feet to the ceiling. Pointing and flexing your toes. If you wish to find shoulder stand, you'll bring your hips up over your shoulders. Tuck your chin to your chest. We call this Jalandhara Bandha. It's important that you don't look right or left. This posture is very intense. I came into plow pose just to show you straight legs up over the head. And then reclined Paschimottanasana or Supta Baddha Paschimottanasana. This is one of my favorite poses because it helps with my neck, the neck pain that I get. So knees on the forehead, dead man's pose. And then coming out of shoulder stand exactly the way you came in, letting each one of your vertebrae stamp into your mat on the way down. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose, left hand over your heart, right hand over your belly. Are you still here for it? Are you still feeling light? Are you still feeling peace? Have you cultivated more peace? Are you grateful that you showed up for yourself today? And then extend your feet to the top corners of your mat, preparing for our final resting posture in Shavasana, licking your lips and swallowing, maybe shaking your head yes or no. Softening your shoulders down out of your ears, letting your toes splay to either side of the room, taking up as much space as you need to, making sure props and things aren't touching you, distracting you. And then take a deep inhale from the tips of your toes all the way through the crown of your head. And exhale, let it go. Coming back to your breath. Wishing that we could lay in Shavasana here together all day long. As you gently come back to your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Lick those lips. Swallow. Put a smile on your face. That doesn't mean you have to open your eyes, just smile. Then take an inhale breath as you reach your arms up over your head and point your toes. Maybe even arch your back. And exhale, just let everything go. And now as you draw your knees up into your chest for one last big squeeze, rocking side to side, eventually making your way over to fetal posture on your right side, letting your right bicep cradle your head, tucking your knees into your chest and tucking your chin down towards your chest. Left palm just rest in front of you. My favorite posture, the posture of rebirth. Keeping your eyes closed, making your way to a comfortable seat. Sitting up tall. Keeping your eyes nice and closed. Lengthen your spine. Bring your hands over your heart. Take an inhale breath. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you for showing up. You are light. You are peace. I feel your spirit even through the internet. And that is a gift that you've given me today. So thank you. Be well. Be happy. Namaste.